Alright, I'm going to make a pumpkin clean eating flyer for our challenge that's coming up. And I'm going to do it in Rhonna Designs. I like Rhonna better because you can change throughout the text. Where a beautiful mess, you cannot, once you select the text or the font, that's the one you have to use. And same thing with icons. So I like it because just while you're doing it, you can edit everything a lot easier, and so it gets done quicker. But A Beautiful Mess does have some very cool doodles and some neat fonts. So with that being said, I'm going to use Rhonna for this one. And I want to use a background. You can see I've already done this because I was practicing, but I'm going to use this gray, I don't know what that's called, but this background because I want something there. You can create your own backgrounds with some of the clip art in here, but I'm going to just use this one for this today. And then since it's pumpkin, I want a pumpkin on there. So the clip arts are the round tool at the top. So click on that. And if you don't know where they're located, it has that cool feature where you can search. Now there's a lot of things in here that are free, but some are not. This one happened to be an extra add-on. I think you got 4 different packages for 99 cents. And the only pumpkin one they have is this one that says Happy Fall, but that's fine. So I'm going to select it, and I want it to be orange. Now, I kind of want it darker than that, so if you scroll your fonts all the way to the right and click More, you can make it darker. On the top are the ones that you've previously used, the fonts or the colors you've chosen. So I'm going to use the one I've chosen, and we're going to make our pumpkin bigger. It's maybe too big. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to add a font, and I want it to be 5-day. I want it to say 5-day. And so we're going to use our text. Now, Rhonna says to only use at most 3 fonts. She said it looks best if you only use 2, but I like the 3. So I'm going to use 3 today. And I'm going to do 5-day first, and I kind of want it to be a bold text. So I'm going to use this Rhonna's Faves, and I like this second one as a bold text. You just double click on it to edit 5-day, and I'm going to make it black. And this is where I was talking about it's a lot easier. If you didn't like that font, all you have to do is slide it over to select a different category and or select a different font, and it changes it, whereas A Beautiful Mess, that doesn't allow you to change. So we're going to use that, and then I'm going to click on that bottom right hand circle and make it bigger, smaller, turn it however you want it to be. And that black is a little bit darker, so I'm going to click the top right hand corner, and I'm going to take it transparency and just make it a little bit lighter, a little bit transparent. So this is a really cool option if you're doing like a picture and you want to overlay a circle, but you don't want the circle to bold out everything. You still want to see the picture behind it. You can change the transparency of it, and then you can put a text over it, and that's how we do some cool font overlays of pictures. Then I'm going to do pumpkin, and I'm going to do another text. So I have to push T, and if I don't push the plus sign, then it's just going to change my 5-day. So I have to do a plus sign for a new font. And this time I want a script font, and I like this Rhonna 4, and I like this one on the far end. And I know it's hard to see right now until I get it there. And so I'm going to type pumpkin, and the thing with script fonts is sometimes they're too thin, just because of how they have to make them. And so you can darken these up. If you tap the right hand corner, the 3 bars, you can create a outline, and you're going to want to do the same color, and then you're going to want to make it thick. And you see how that bolded it up for us. So we got 5-day pumpkin, and then we'll say clean eating. So we're going to do a new font again, and this time I'm just going to do a simple basic font, and I like this one, the small ABC. Okay, and the cool thing about Rhonna is you can change which one you want to, the background or whatever, or the layer it's in. And so if you click on pumpkin, then that will become the top layer, or if you click on clean eating, then that becomes the top layer. So you can select which one you want it to be, the top or the bottom. So that's kind of a neat feature. Instead of in the order that it was created, you can do this. Okay, now I don't know the date because I didn't look at the date. So if I were to put a date, I probably, this is what I would do another icon, and I'd do a plus, and I would go to my, it's an Instageo, and I would do a square. Actually, never mind, I'm going to do a banner. So go to Insta Banner, and I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to make it black. I'm going to put it at the bottom, and then you would put the date there. And so you would do a text over top of it. And again, you only want 3 texts, and I've already used 3 texts, so I probably would select the one that I just used. And I would say October, I don't know, 12th. Okay. And I would move that in there. And you could put starting October 12 or whatnot. And that is my design. And it's not anything special. I didn't do anything special. You can add some other backgrounds and stuff like that. If let's say you had a bunch of circles and you wanted to reuse them, like if you're doing like bullet points and you wanted to highlight the bullet point, like use an icon for a bullet point. If you want to duplicate that, and instead of having to find it over and over, if you have, like, let's say I'm duplicating the pumpkin, I can select it, and then I push this plus, and at the top there's a duplicate, and now I have a second pumpkin. And you can do that over and over again, so it's easy. And if you have more than you want, at the top right hand, again, you can push delete once it's highlighted and it goes away. Okay, so that is how I created this flyer, and you want to share it, and I always share it in high resolution, and save the image, and that's everything.